How important is energy independence to improving the economy? It is deeply important. It's not just important to improving the economy, by the way, and bringing the price of oil down, gas at the pump. That's a very important component because it gives people more disposable income and more money to invest and more money to spend and more money to save and all the rest of it. But the reality is that the entire world political structure has been radically reshaped by the fracking boom. I just read a fantastic book by a guy named Daniel Yergin, who's an economist and he specializes in energy, called The New Map. It's from 2020. He wrote an epilogue in 2021 talking about how the shale oil revolution and the fracking revolution really changed the balance of world politics because, effectively speaking, OPEC no longer has nearly the same amount of power on the world stage that it once did. Russia, same deal. The United States is now the largest global producer of energy. And that means that we have inordinate power to shape the world around our wants and needs if we so chose to do so. The Biden administration obviously is uninterested in that. They're more interested in pandering to their far left and catering to some of the worst people on the planet. Hey, Ben, as a Mets fan, I can relate to the pain you're feeling with how poorly your White Sox are doing. What are your thoughts on them somehow being worse than the A's? The White Sox are terrible. Now, I will say that at the very beginning of the season, I said they were going to be historically terrible, and I was kind of there for it. I was kind of rooting for it because here's the thing. If you're a fan of a team, you don't want them just to be middling terrible. You want them to be historically awful. Right? Either be like the very best or be the very worst, but don't be like the third worst. That's kind of the idea. Now, they're not going to get any draft picks out of it, but I will say that there is pressure on the White Sox to not be this terrible. They just lost a 21st straight game the other night, which is really astonishing. I mean, that is a showing right there. Impressive stuff.